Hi, my name is Brian Tittl, and I'm a computer science teacher with the Repl.it Virtual Learning Institute, and I also teach at St. John's Jesuit High School in Toledo, Ohio. Today I wanted to show you one of the tools that I use really often in my courses, and that is a tool called Repl.it. It's a computer science integrated development environment. Basically what that means is that you can write code and run code all in the same place. The reason that I use Repl.it is that a lot of my students, especially in the online context, are working on their classes using a variety of different devices. I have students who are logging on iPads, Chromebooks, Macs, PCs, and Repl.it makes it easy for all of these students to use the same tools and to all be able to code and run their code on their devices. It's completely online and runs within the web browser. So any device that has a browser can run Repl.it. Repl.it can be found at repl.it. And when you log into Repl.it, you can log in using a Google account or you can create a Repl.it account. You'll be brought to this screen right here. On this screen, you can see all of your previous REPLs, all of your previous coding projects. And you can also create new REPLs by clicking on the button up here in the top right-hand corner. Repl.it accommodates pretty much every major programming language from Java to JavaScript to Python and many others, as you can see here. I'm going to create a REPL in JavaScript right now. And when you create a REPL, it creates basically a web page that you can share with your students and easily link in your LMS. So this is a JavaScript REPL, and I'm just going to show you how it works. We're just going to do a really quick console log hello world. You can see that Repl.it does code highlighting, so it makes it really easy to read your code, and it does that for pretty much every major language. You can also include multiple files, so you can do complex projects in Repl.it, and you can import packages, so you can import tools from outside of Repl.it to use within your Repl.it projects. Basically, whatever you can do on an IDE on your computer itself, something like Eclipse or NetBeans or something like that, you can do in Repl.it. When I press run here, you can see that my code is run and hello world appears in my console. And you can do lots and lots of complex programs like this. I use Repl.it most often to sort of test out new pieces of code. If I'm working on a large project and I just want to write a function that does a particular thing and I just want to run some unit tests on that function, Repl.it is a great tool for that. Also, Repl.it makes it really easy to share your code. This share button up here gives you a direct link to your Repl.it. So often when I have my students coding for their programming assignments, I ask them to turn in a link to their REPL, and then I can go in and add comments to their work and test their code and make sure that everything is working the right way. It's also a really easy way for students to share their code with me so that I can help them if they get stuck or if they have errors that they're having trouble getting past. Repl.it can also be used for collaborative coding, so you can invite users to edit your code, and it sort of works like a Google Doc, where multiple users can edit code at the same time. And so for collaborative projects, it's a really useful tool. Repl.it also has teacher functionality. So if you go into your profile here and you click on teacher, you can actually set up an entire course in Repl.it. I've got a couple of these set up for my computer game development courses through a Repl.it Virtual Learning Institute. I teach those in the spring semester. And this is the one for this past spring. And you can see here that I have 15 different assignments for that course, all the way from a Hello World assignment to creating a Choose Your Own Adventure game. My students enrolled in this course, and then when they enter the course, they see all of the assignments that they need to complete. And when they click on the assignment, they see the assignment that I've set up for them with instructions and a coding panel and console where they can do all of their own work. Now, what's great about this is that it keeps track for me of which of my students have completed the assignments and which ones haven't. So you can see here the students that I had in my spring semester, and it also shows you when they completed their assignments and whether or not I've checked them and marked their assignments complete. When I check a student's assignment, I can either send it back to the student with comments for more work if they're running into some serious errors or if there's something else that I need for them to do, or I can mark it complete and give them comments like I did here for their assignments. This is a really great way to organize your assignments for a computer science course. And I've found it to be very useful in my online courses. There are a lot of other things that you can do with Repl.it, and I encourage you to explore this really useful tool. And I hope that this has been helpful for you. Thank you.